13 people. Hello. Hey, how are you?
Welcome to the SID's View podcast.
That almost sounds like it's something from like, what's that movie called? 20 Shades of...
Again with
Dude,
that?
you always bring up this
really?
movie, Diego.
So strange.
I thought it was 50 Shades.
Oh, 50 Shades! I said
Diego's older. He's only got 20
I
left.
said 20 Shades!
You run out of it. At
Oh,
20.
hey, look at Michelle's on. No, we're going to talk right now. We're going to talk
We got
about
problems with
Yeah.
you,
Michelle.
Okay.
We got to talk about this birthday. It's my
Yeah.
birthday party. Huh? Come, Rem. Oh, yeah.
Remy, you got anything to say for yourself here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're
We
gonna
need-
have fun.
That's not what we're looking for.
No. No Amish. No nothing.
Right.
Okay. We're doing podcast stuff. Okay. Oh, yes.
Ooh, I like that.
Oh, I forgot to tell you about my apron.
What kind of apron?
Joey, what is the Italian guy, the statue that has like the little testes and it's like he's like,
What?
No arms and
Yes.
the testes? Yeah, I don't know what that's called, but
Well, he's standing in the corner at what's the Italian restaurant downtown in London?
Tony D's.
Tony D's. So
Yeah.
the statue of David,
That maybe.
statue of David sitting in the corner. You know, so I had a few
Oh,
cocktails. and,
jeez.
you know,
It's a religious piece of art.
I know it is.
You were spider
fondling
gripping
it.
the
So,
statue?
Yes. Joey Tudulo and his wife and them, they all go to Italy. Guess what they come back with? Full-blown apron, has the David on the front. I wore it. I asked Chapman's. They were all cooking hot dogs and stuff. That's what they wanted me to help them.
All right, 1 minute.
Yeah, whatever. Let me see. Well, looks like, Remy, you're going to be here next Tuesday.
Yep.
Yeah.
It sounds like it.
Just not like a month.
Huh?
What?
That's when it is. It's like in a month.
Oh, it's in a month.
August 20th.
Oh, that's how good I listen to what happens to the
I know.
pre-show.
You don't.
Totally lost in my
Next
own world.
week is
Dude, we're like a bunch
Sid's
of freaking
birthday.
preschoolers
Oh,
on
yeah,
this show.
next week's Sid's birthday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going to be here, too.
I want presents.
Are you on presents?
30 seconds.
I got a
Not
present.
from you.
Sid, I got a great present for you. It's a hot new stat chat question about the Xfinity Aero packages at Indianapolis.
Great.
It's just what you
Diego's will
wanted.
be hot and new, too.
Can we have hot dogs next week?
Nah, I'll be like you during the show. All right, here we go. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Man Cave for the next edition of the Sid's View podcast. We have all kinds of stuff to talk about this week. Lots to get to. My man Jimmy James is in the house. What's up, Diego?
That's funny, boy. I got to go to Stafford, see some Cleetus, see some Sean Monahammer. What a hell of a show it was.
Oh, yes, a rare sighting of the Monahammer up there at Stafford. We got the Reminator over here on the controls.
Am I going to be the one doing this?
Well, I gave Ryan Priest a call, and he was going to come, and he ran out of gas on the way up here. So you still got to do it.
That's
Yo,
awful.
yo, yo! It's a beautiful Tuesday. I'm here with my boys. Let's do it.
That's what I'm talking about. Our man Rob just went down to the barber shop, trimmed that baby up. He's ready to roll.
Aloha, Mr. Hat.
What up, everybody? It's your man, Rob, back again. I'm here today to quell some fears about the fro being completely gone. It's still here with the same great shape, now at only half the calories.
All right, man, we are ready to roll, having ourselves a good old time, and we are thrilled that the DRC electric hot seat is once again occupied. And this week we brought in down from the Belltown Motors area our man Anthony Flannery. What's up, my man?
How's it going, guys? Already having fun? I can't wait.
Yeah, great to have you here. We are thrilled to get things started. That hot seat is on fire, huh? Woo! All right. So listen, we are thrilled again to have the results ticker brought to you by our friends over there at Monaco Ford. Appreciate their help and support throughout the rest of the season. And we're going to be thrilled to have the top 5 finishers all throughout the region going down at the bottom of the screen for the remainder of our show.
Yes, sir.
So we got tons to get to. I'll tell you a little. Oh, listen, wait a second. Now,
yeah.
just hold on 1 second. if you want to become a member, you got to go to youtube.com/SidsView/join. You can not only join the live chat, and there is a lot of chatter happening already.
yes.
And yes, the on-air sign is working. We did some repairs since our last show, so we are thrilled about that. Not only would you be able to join the live chat, you can participate in the Who Won the Week segment later in the show, and you'll get bonus videos on Thursday when we drop those. So listen, I went down to Charlotte, did some interviews for the Stefanik doc, and I got to tell you, had a blast, man. Opportunities up the wazoo. I was able to film Reggie Ruggiero, did a great interview. Was pretty nervous about the Reg. I mean, he's pretty iconic when it comes to modified legends.
Right.
And so he's been down there for a while, working for Stuart Haas, for a long time, was building race cars with Eddie Flemke at Raceworks. He's been down there for quite a while, and it was great to chat with him, and his wife, Kim, was very gracious. It was just really cool. He seemed to really be thrilled that somebody wanted to talk modified racing with him again. And so we had a lot of fun there. And then we spent some time with Teresa Nardi, who's Mike Stefanik's sister. And we actually had interviewed her at Tina and Tim Taylor's house. That's the Goudreau's, remember Tommy Goudreau?
Oh, yeah.
Tina is his sister. She lives down in that area. And so, her and Teresa kept in touch. Tina keeps in touch with a bunch of people, in our circle. So kind of killed two birds with one stone. Did Teresa's interview there. We had some dinner together. Was able to catch up. The following day, we interviewed Richie Kearns, who was one of Stefanik's earlier car owners. And then a big day when the following day was on Sunday, we interviewed Steve Park and then Mike Griechi, Mike's former Bush North car owner. So super productive. Big thanks to Nicole Rose, who came down there, was my PA for the trip. A lot of fun. And, I'm still like a fan at heart, So like when we're sitting there interviewing Steve Park,
right,
I'm
dude.
like, Steve fucking Park is in my documentary.
That's awesome.
I know.
That's
that was
awesome.
worth the F-bomb.
Yeah.
Right.
Yes.
I was just thinking, like, I can't believe that I'm at the point where I'm getting people to participate in these projects. And he just had some really good stories about not only racing against Mike, but about there's this contrast between how Steve, really had to sell himself to get his opportunity. And he really went quick. I mean, Modifieds, Bush Series for, I think, 1 year. And then he went cup racing.
Straight to the DEI
I
one.
mean, he went quick. And
And he was nasty too.
Yeah.
He was dirty in the one.
and he was talking about how it was a full-time job to market himself to get that opportunity. And he wasn't married. He didn't have kids yet. That was his life. Contrasting to Stefanik, who at that time had just won the dual championships, but was married with 2 kids and was admittedly not good at selling himself.
Yeah.
And so it was, he just kind of gave the flip perspective of that. And listen, they were all super, super gracious. I'm super thrilled. I'm really excited for how this project's coming together. We got some really good stories. And so just a lot of fun.
Real quick,
Yeah.
coming from a New England person, when Steve Park wrecked, I think that was in practice, right? Did he wreck in practice?
He had like a
He had a
mechanical
ton of
failure in
no,
Darlington.
but the one that hurt his head,
Yeah, that was at
in-
Darlington.
was a practice wreck.
The one that hurt
Oh,
his
was
head
that-
was under
Yeah,
caution.
he had a
His,
failure.
his steering wheel popped out, and
Yep.
he veered off, and somebody was coming, I think, for maybe the lucky dog or something.
Oh, is that what
Yeah.
happened?
Yeah, they got the
and
wave
got him.
around.
Yep.
At any rate, he kind of. I was a massive fan of his in the
Yeah.
Pennzoil car, even because he was tied in with Earnhardt.
Yeah.
Andy was from up here, and he was a
He's a Northeasterner.
He was a Northeasterner.
Long Island guy, but Northeasterner. Yep.
Of all people, back when I was a kid, I was, everybody was a fan of Earnhardt. You either hated him or loved him, but you
Yeah.
loved to watch him. But Steve Park was that guy, and if he doesn't get hurt there, he could have been like the next. He could have been the Martin Truex before Martin Truex was Martin Truex.
100%.
He was that good.
So to that point, after the interview, we chatted for a little bit, and he's like, "Have you seen Destin?" And I said, "No, I haven't." And so when we were driving back, and Nicole was driving, and I put that on my phone. It's about a 24-minute clip. It's on YouTube.
Yep.
It's called Steve Park Destin, and it talks about how if he didn't get into that wreck, how his trajectory and how Dale Earnhardt thought he was the guy.
He was.
Yeah, and he was like, when Dale Earnhardt says, You're gonna race my car. You go race this car. You know,
Right.
Dude, I mean, there was this guy on YouTube that used to make like videos about like NASCAR busts, right? And it was like failed prospects that like couldn't get it done in Cup, but they were like very hyped. And he made one about Steve Park, and I was like, "Are you kidding me?" I go to the comments, and everyone's like, just like they're just assailing him. Like Steve Park's not a bust. Like how could you say he's a bust with what he did in that amount of time?
that's
And he literally had an
disgusting.
issue with an apology video, basically saying, "No way, I was wrong, guys. Like he's not a bust." And I was like,
one of
"Good,
those what could have been.
yeah." I'm
Yeah.
glad you took it back because
Yeah, he was
he had insane talent.
Yeah. Yeah, super gracious. And then
lucky.
we also, I definitely felt like I was
Yeah.
a lucky guy. Yeah, and I
Listen,
mean,
I'm a fan. I like autographs.
Yeah.
I still do that shit. You know, we
Yeah.
go somewhere. I'm like Hulk Hogan. Oh yeah, let me get that autograph. You know what I mean? Like,
Right.
I'm that guy. I'm a kid at heart
Yeah.
still like that. So I could only imagine. I was a fan of his.
so the only bummer was we did go to the NASCAR Hall of Fame. I'll have a little bit more in a later segment about that trip. And then we were going to go to Bowman Gray. And while we were at the Hall of Fame, we got the notification that they rained out. And so I was a little bummed about that. As we've talked about, Rob was not happy about it. He was using profanity in our group chat. But to me, it's not about the racing. It's about the spectacle there and how that track is super successful. And so to just kind of go and check out, what one of those events would be like. But I'm sure I'll probably be in that area at some point, maybe down the road. But
Hey, I could tell you this quick story.
yeah.
I'm in the bathroom at NASCAR Hall of Fame.
Oh, God.
Oh my God.
Here we go.
No, I'm in the bathroom, right?
Yeah.
So Sean sends me a picture earlier that day.
He's in the bathroom.
So Sean sends me this picture, him and Chad Canals hanging out. I'm like, oh, you lucky bastard, right? So I go into the bathroom. My wife, Rachel,
My wife.
she's waiting outside for us. She just wait right here. I come out. She's hanging out talking to this guy holding a baby, like, right? And I look over, and she's just having an everyday conversation with him. And I walk out. I'm like, oh, hi, Chad. It's Chad Canals holding his son or daughter, and my wife has no idea who this guy is. So I take a picture.
Now you're the guy that's got to get all crazy, take a picture, take a selfie with me.
I did. I took a selfie with him. I sent it to my brother as we're going back to the hotel. He's like, your phone can Photoshop that fast? But that's who was just hanging out in the Hall of Fame. I'm an autograph seeker. It was really cool.
Yeah, that's cool. So listen, while I was down there was all kinds of stuff happening up here. Diego, you were at the at Stafford on Friday?
Dude, unbelievable.
Yeah, tell us a little bit about the Cleetus show.
I was completely floored, right? So the gates opened at 3. Obviously my brother's making his debut in the streeter. So, we're all excited.
Can I
And-
just say real quick, from what I've seen from this event, like a street stock race for that kind of event, like that's tailor made for your brother to be in that race.
Perfect. No, it was.
He's the perfect
So, 'cause
driver for that race.
Somebody had said, well, why didn't they run a premier division? Because
That's the one that's most closely to that show.
Because the Cleetus race, I had no idea what Brody, they follow him.
Yeah.
I've watched a few funny videos that Cleetus does. I had no idea what I was in for. I mean, it almost looks like a glorified enduro, but the cars have nitrous, I think, and all this other stuff. Really cool stuff.
Right.
And it was the perfect event. The streeters and that event is the perfect match. And I'm going to tell you this real quick about the streeter race. I mean, we'll probably go about it, but it left me on the edge of my seat. I had a great time. But as far as the event goes, I'm a speedbowl guy.
Yeah.
And I'm looking at this whole thing happening, right? And I'm like, the speedbowl, I don't know, could even handle this.
Yeah.
There's not enough parking. When I tell you the neighbors, I think the neighbors were charging $10 a car.
Yeah.
Damn.
You're doing good.
Right.
Right. And they opened the whole pit area. And they closed off behind the where the concession stand is in the pits.
Yep.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So that back there was all just streeters, and the whole pit area and the grandstand was open to the stands. I pulled up because I thought everything started at 3. Dude, parking lot's packed at 2.
Wow.
Everybody, they're waiting in line. Lines are like a mile long to get Cleetus' autograph, to see the cars. Not to mention, Travis Pastrana's running.
Yep.
The
Right.
Biff.
That's a huge name.
The
I heard
Biff-
the Biff was there. I
The
didn't even know
Biff
that was
comes
happening.
from Lime Rock because somebody else. So I guess the Biff time trialed and hauled ass to Stafford to run. And I honestly, I haven't been to Stafford. I watch religiously every week on Flow.
Yeah.
Hell of an event. I'm like, what? I mean, the fireworks during the national anthem. I mean, it was a show. The whole thing together was a show. And I'm like, I hope my home track could do this one day. I mean, Stafford is close to my home track, but Waterford's really in my heart. But
Right.
damn it, man, what a great show by Stafford. I mean, I sold out 2 days in a row,
Yeah.
right? For a
Two
for
different events.
a burnout contest
Yeah.
and a glorified enduro. That's how I think of it.
Right.
Maybe it's more than that. They had some really cool cars there, but sold out.
It's like the Knights of Destruction that the bowl used to have, right?
Right.
Everybody wants to see stuff.
Yes,
get
dude.
smashed.
Yeah, true.
Yes.
But what was it called? The SRX, SXR,
SRX.
SRX. I mean, it's equivalent to having.
It was
two of
that
those.
type of crowd, right?
Yeah, it's
like, I heard
equivalent
it
to-
was
Yeah.
packed.
If you're sold out, you're sold out. Whether
Yeah.
it's Cleetus or the SRX.
So I was talking with Corshane for a little while yesterday because I knew he was there covering it. I kind of wanted to get a feel for it, and a couple of things he told me was the place was sold out by largely not regular Stafford people.
Definitely not.
So that's a huge win for the track that you're holding an event that's bringing a whole new group of people there, right? And that he basically was there until like I think close to midnight, making sure that everybody that was in line and
I
wanted
seen
an
that, yeah.
autograph got one. I
Right.
mean, that is somebody that really gets the fan engagement, And the other thing is, so I saw this. He put a video out. It's called "This Might Be My New Favorite Track." I posted the link on our Facebook page today. It's the Cleetus McFarland. It's like a pre-race when he first gets there. And there's a bit in there with Paul giving a little bit of history. He drives around the track with David. 345,000 views that video got of just him checking out. Right.
Dude.
So I mean, talk about a win for Stafford. That this guy obviously is a YouTube star. He's got 620,000 subscribers, and a video like that gets 345,000 people looking at
Right.
your racetrack.
Oh, and his followers are people
Dude.
that would come watch races. They're not, it's in the industry.
Yeah,
That's insane.
right.
Dude, they were
300
hyped.
345,000 is ridiculous. Like
Right.
that would
For-
have been the most viewed
For like
video
a,
on
like, I don't wanna
Stafford's page
say,
by like
it's
7
a
times.
nothing video, but I
Yeah.
mean, there's no races, there's no motorsports in it.
Right.
It's just him saying, "Wow, this track's really cool. Let's go check it out."
Right.
It's just like a walk around for 12 minutes.
Right.
I mean, so you can only, and so to me, it just seems like a win for Stafford because it's a totally different kind of event that exposed their track to all kinds of fans, both virtually and in person. And for Cleetus McFarland, he's bringing his event to one of the premier short tracks in the country. Just win-win on both sides.
The thing is it's super impressive that Cleetus McFarland could not only put on a show like that, but sell the place out.
Yeah.
Like literally, and when I tell you the vibe running through the place was nothing but happiness. You know what I mean? Like everybody was pumped to be there. Haidar gave his saying, and the place just
Went nuts, right?
Yeah, the place goes nuts. I mean, they were ecstatic to be there, and to be watching the show, and it was just I've never quite been part of something like that. So I've never been to an SRX event, and it's almost like a new thing, right? I mean, this is a social media star who is bringing something new to the table.
Right. This is the world now. Yeah.
It's the world. And every driver in that event, I didn't know this. So Brody, he's telling me who each guy is. That guy put the stick in my GT or whatever he has, the Skyline. He's converted it. That guy did it right there. This guy's over here. He does this. He used to have a ton of followers. He kind of fell off, but he's still famous, right?
But they're all YouTube guys. They're all
YouTube
social
stars.
media guys.
Everybody driving is a YouTube star. They have their name on the corner panel.
Yep.
Brody knew about half to
great.
3/4 of them.
That's great.
It's just
Wow.
a different event.
Yeah.
Right? It's not Eva Destruction. It's something. I thought it was like, listen, the cars were badass. The Crown Vics, there should be a division.
Yeah.
I think they should have let Sean drive one of them.
Oh, dude.
Right? Oh my God, that would have been great.
The Velvet Hammer and the Crown Vic.
Bearboat says they sold out of beer both days.
That's
I
unbelievable.
seen
That's when you
David
know-
post that they ran out of beer. That's
I mean,
it's a good time.
Yeah.
dude.
That's the
Man,
measuring
I hope
stick.
they
Dude,
sold-
that's truly the
I
sign
hope
that you
they-
did something right. Getting them in the seats is one thing, but when he's
Right.
selling out a beer, you know everyone's just they're loving it.
I hope they sold
Yep.
a lot of merch.
Oh, they probably
So-
did. I'm sure it was out the freaking wazoo.
That was awesome.
One more
though.
quick thing that Sean shared with me that I guess he put out a poll asking if people were going to go. Like, are you interested in one day?
This
2
is race
days?
day CT?
Yeah.
Yep.
We interested in one day, both days, not really interested, and like what is a Cleetus or something, right? And it was like 90% was either they're not going or they don't even know what the hell you're talking about. And then after it, he did a would you go if it comes back next year, and it was more than 50%. So I think a lot of people, myself included, I think a little bit. I mean, I had this planned for a long time, so I was never going to be able to go there. But a lot of people just dismissed it as a YouTube thrill show kind of thing, and it was clearly something a lot cooler than that.
Dude, I went with no expectations.
Yeah.
I more went. I didn't care
Because
about
your brother was racing.
I didn't
right?
care about watching Cleetus.
Yeah.
I didn't care. I just wanted to watch my brother and Streeter again.
Yeah,
That's all I cared about.
right.
And we sat there and watched. I'm like, man, this is cool.
Would you go to it?
I
next
would,
year?
yeah. No, I mean, and I didn't not go because I wouldn't go. I just, it's not the place to bring 2 newborn babies and a 2-year-old. It's just, it's a little tough,
Yeah.
right? It takes us an hour to get in the car. But,
Right.
imagine that parking lot.
Right. Oh, dude.
Right.
But I mean, I've seen the flack on Facebook from some of like the competitors. Like, I can't believe they're putting us off a week so we can watch this,
Yeah.
silly show, right? And like,
Totally
I think they're
justified.
eating their words.
Yeah.
You know what I
Oh,
mean?
right.
It's like,
Dude, it was.
one, I enjoyed the week off, right? There's a lot of people that, I mean, we had some rainouts, right? So it wasn't every week, but for the track to be able to do what they do, they have to have these events. They have to.
That's
it's
a great
business.
point, right?
You know
You're
what I mean?
giving your competitors you can never count out the rain out quotient of it. But I mean, I filmed one year at Stafford. I told you guys, and they didn't have a rain out until August.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they canceled when it was just like
It's too hot, let's just
30%.
done.
Right. So the fact is, rain is out of the picture. You're giving your competitors, save for the street stock guys, although a lot of the regulars didn't race in that race, but you're giving them a week off, and you're still having a successful
business.
event.
And at the end of the day, it's got to make money.
Right, exactly.
Right.
Yep. So listen, all around, good job by both sides. Happy for Stafford, and like I said, McFarland's got to be thrilled that his brand now is. I mean, I don't know a lot about him, but to add Stafford to the list of things he's doing, it's got to be a win for him as well.
Oh,
for
yeah.
sure,
Well, if you're in a position where you're showing up to a track that's that well known, that well respected, and you're selling it out,
Yeah.
when it doesn't even really come close to like a third of that, really, on the
Right.
weekly, that's how you know you're in a good spot. 100%.
What is a sellout at Stafford? Does anybody know
It's
that
like
number?
it's got to be somewhere in the ballpark of like 10,000.
I was told it
12,000.
was standing room only.
really.
Like you don't have a seat.
No,
Oof.
so we sat in the pit stands, right? And it was very comfortable because like you said, you had to be with a streeter to get over
Right.
there. I looked over at the stands, and I'm like, dude, I didn't see
You're
an
talking
empty-
about turn 1 or the ones that are almost in turn 2?
No, I'm in turn 1
Okay,
in the
yeah.
pit stands.
Yeah, gotcha. Okay.
Yeah, so the first pit stands were for the public. We only
The
had
ones all the way in the corner by the camera tower.
Yes.
Okay.
That's the only one we had.
Oh wow.
And it's been there so long, I didn't know they redid those.
Yeah.
They're all aluminum now.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
didn't know that. Last time I was there, they're all
One
wooden.
of the
so
many upgrades
Yep.
they've done this
yeah, I
last
walked
couple
over.
years.
I'm like, oh shit, these are nice.
Corshane's saying 10,000.
10,000?
Yeah.
And it was, and like the thing was it was all fun people.
Yeah.
They hung out at the fence behind just looking at all the Crown Vics. I mean, they were just,
Yeah.
they were in awe. And I got to talk to the Nito guys because those guys put tires on. They're pitting for tires.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, they got nitrous. They're putting tires on the cars. I'm like, these dudes are serious, But yeah, man, cool show. Congrats to those guys.
All right, so let's keep rolling here. Rem is just saying, I wasn't at no Cleetus thing. What are you talking about? I got my update over here. Let's giddy up. Wouldn't you know, Diego? We're doing the Belltown Weekly Update, and Belltown's in the house.
Hell
It's that
yeah!
kind of day.
Yep.
All right, let's get after it. Here's our girl, Rem.
All
Giddy
right.
up.
Since we're just talking about Stafford, the street stock winner is Travis Hyder. I don't know if anyone saw the trophy. It was really cool. Eagle.
Yeah, it was. I
Yeah.
did see the clip that they did. Hey, your brother was putting on a show in that race.
Bro, Listen.
Came through the field twice.
So here's what happens, like, and he's never happy. Car's too tight, this and that. I'm like, dude, last time you were here, you were a shitbox, right? Pretty much. And we didn't handle good. And, we worked on the car all week at the house. And I was excited because it brought back old memories.
Yep.
We used to go to Thompson and run the streeters. It was a lot of fun.
Right.
Yeah.
And I know my brother, and he's not making friends, and he's going to try to win. You know that, right?
100%.
He doesn't go there just to have a good time.
No way.
No.
So he's in the car practicing the night before. He's like, oh, man, I'm starting to get anxiety. I'm like, dude, shut up. Right? I mean, this is what you do.
Right.
And this is your division. This is what you do. But anyways, and he got spun early on, running fourth by Caprio. Then he was on a mission. And he came through. I mean, I don't think he had the second place car. He probably had a sixth place car.
Yeah.
But he did a hell of a job. He's good for 210s himself in those cars.
Right.
I would, this is just me, and maybe I'm biased. He's equivalent to a Ryan Waterman when he shows up to a track.
Oh, he 100% is.
Definitely.
Dude,
Yeah.
one of the few names I remember from like going to Thompson in the early 2010s is your brother. I just remember him in the freaking wagon, or mid 2010s. He was like the guy at that track, 100%.
And he says to me, I just wish I had a restart with Haidar. I just wanted a restart with him.
Right.
Travis
didn't want that.
No,
No, definitely not.
Not that Travis couldn't handle it, but
No, Travis and
but
those
Sean's
guys
been around for a
Yeah.
long time.
Yeah, Travis and those guys have got their program
Of
on
course.
point,
Yeah,
man.
they're dialed in.
Those dudes are. Not only does the car look good, it has chrome wheels.
Yep.
And it's fast as shit. You know what I mean?
See, I dropped one F-bomb, and now Diego's...
Yeah.
Diego's
Oh, yeah.
shitbox.
Just let him
Shit.
rip.
Yeah.
So at any rate, it was a real fun race to be at, and I think he's coming back this Friday. So
Awesome.
Oh,
We're
awesome.
ecstatic.
Awesome. No way.
yes, we are really ecstatic to get back. I don't mean to make the show about him, but it's
man.
been many years since he's raced, so it was a lot of fun.
No, that's gonna be that's
Awesome.
amazing, dude.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
can't wait for that. It's gonna be great.
I might have to go to Stafford.
Right,
Friday
dude?
now.
He's gonna make
Oh,
it
yeah.
worth the price of admission. That's for
What?
damn sure.
All right. So let's go to Waterford Speedbowl winners. Legend Car Race 1 winner is Jace Mojian. Legend Car Race number 2 winner, PJ Evans.
They basically just swapped 1-2.
What a great race.
Yeah. Riley Paul finished third in both.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah. I mean, those guys, they ran a really good race together, really clean. PJ's a super clean driver, and him and I'm one of, Phil, his dad's one of my best friends. I love those guys to bunches, and that kid Chase Mongian, is that his name?
Yeah.
Jace.
Jace with a J, yeah.
Oh man, those guys are quick.
We need to have one of them bring a backup car and throw Flannery in it.
Oh, poof.
Yeah,
don't know
get
if he
him
can
back
still
in
get
the
it done.
legend.
I'm a little big.
You were a little big when you rode him.
Things are made of swing set tubing for a guy like me.
I tell you what, though, all those kids that come out of them cars, including you, man, they just.
It's car control.
Oh,
That
dude.
thing's like a 4-wheel slide. If you're fast, you're a 4-wheel slide the whole time.
Yeah,
And it's got no wheelbase.
right.
Yeah.
It's unbelievable. All those kids come out of there really fast. Even PJ, he dabbled in late models last year.
Yep.
Which he was pretty successful for just him and his dad. But yep, congrats
Well,
to those guys.
that division, they needed a little something here. So I'm glad that these guys have been kind of running up front, good racing, and hopefully it continues.
Well,
yeah.
the only problem is Wednesday. You go to the Wednesday show.
Yeah.
There's 21 cars.
Really?
Legends.
Yeah.
I went to that Sunday show. There was 24, I think.
That's awesome. Because that was the only problem with Saturday. It seemed like the car count was
So that's what
fast.
happens right now. Saturday, the car count's down a little on Saturday, but you go Wednesday when everybody else is off.
Yeah.
Right. Oh, because you got Seekonk.
Yeah, everybody's off. They're
Yeah,
bringing.
that's been the case for a while now, right? That Wednesday's been outdrawn Saturdays.
Dude, the Wednesday legend shows have been pulling
They're
up, like,
great, right?
20 plus cars, even sometimes like nearing mid
and
20s.
and I don't know them all, but my
Yeah.
nephew does, and he's like, "Oh, he's good. He's good. He's good. He's good. He's good."
Dude, Diego,
Well,
the one night we went, it was like 25 cars, and I was like, 10 of these guys are in it. Like, there's a literal pack at the front.
Right.
It's crazy.
Well,
Right.
fun fact. The original inception of Wild and Wacky Wednesday was to showcase the legend cars.
Really?
They were the headline division.
Yeah.
And then the Super X and X cars were the enduro type fillers for
Yep.
it, you know.
Interesting.
They had the
Yeah.
X mods.
And then the X mods would come in. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's so weird. Super X is definitely treated as like the
Yeah,
marquee
now it's
event.
it's different now. Yeah,
Weird.
those two divisions are considered the headliners now. But
All right. Street Stock Race 1 winner is Ed Gertz Jr. And then Street Stock Race 2 winner is Aaron Plemons.
all right, so why don't we just have a look-see over here at the end of the old Street Stock race here? So this is the one that this is the last lap right here. We got Chad Baxter in the lead and Diego's boy Norm Root trying to make a little something
Come
happen
on,
here.
Norm. Come on. Come on. Oh, no.
Oh.
Big.
And then Gertz will take the win. Thank you.
Classic.
Yep. So interesting. Would have loved it to be a Sid's View night.
Oh, he's in chat. How convenient.
Norm. Yeah. Thanks for the clip there, buddy.
Yep.
So yeah. So that was that. For how'd the second one work out there, Rem?
So the second Street Stock race is Aaron Plemons. And then the truck race winner is Charles Beal.
Okay, I got some more clips. Here we go.
Oh boy.
Now we learned there that the that's Beal in second with Diego spotting for him.
Oh,
Diego.
come on.
Wait, Diego, you told him to do that. You knew we picked him.
Diego said, if you don't wreck that guy, I'm gonna.
No, Fro's got it right. Diego said, listen, Rob and Sid picked that
Yeah.
81. Get your ass in the lead.
Right,
Let's go.
that was intentional.
Yeah. Nah, that's a good job by Charlie, man. Listen, he's been that 81's tough to beat, man.
Diego, you better run that back when I frickin' picked the 30, man.
Listen, that was, obviously because I helped Charlie, that was one hell of a race.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, I think everybody in the stands stood up and was like, hell yeah.
Yeah, that's what
Yeah.
you want.
That's what you want.
That's what you want, man.
I made a post this week because they were kind of killing Charlie and stuff, and
For what?
for moving them, and I'm like,
That was
Yeah.
like the cleanest
That's good.
move you could do.
know what
They
I
were
mean?
both
And
still
I'm like,
straight.
and they were killing him, and I'm like, listen, Charlie has put his time in,
Yeah.
right? He's working hard every week, and I mean, listen, everybody finished.
Chapman didn't. I mean, listen, Chapman seemed severely disappointed, which you would be.
Right.
But it wasn't like malicious. I don't think he
No,
was.
I don't-
Yeah. I mean, like
I
it's
don't think
hard
it was
racing.
malicious either.
Yeah.
It's good, hard racing, and
Yep.
finished first and second. It wasn't like nobody got
Yeah, you didn't
junked.
clean him out. Right.
They didn't clean him
Right.
out, and the place went.
yeah.
Listen, I'm spotting for him.
Yeah.
I didn't breathe for like the last 2 laps.
I mean, I got no dog in this race, but
Right.
the 81 never moved anybody for the win.
Right,
Right?
right.
I'm just saying.
Right.
No, that's what I'm saying.
Same for me, right?
Right.
Exactly.
I get upset if I get moved out of the way, but
Right.
I've definitely done it.
And if
Right.
the 81
You know?
feels that it's malicious, I mean, he could just go get it back the next week. Like, that's the beauty of the whole thing. It really all
Yeah.
comes back.
But like I said, and I don't think he did, though.
No, I
Yeah.
don't think so
Yeah,
either.
th-
But if he feels that way, he's,
Right.
he's the door's open.
Right.
Okay.
Sorry, I don't mean to encourage destruction. Only a little bit, but not really.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah, okay, yeah, maybe.
Maybe a little. SK Light Race 1 winner is Sammy Anderson.
Oh yeah.
And then SK Light Race 2 winner is Evan Borgois.
Yep.
And then SK Modified winner is Timmy Jordan.
Timmy,
3 for Timmy.
nice guy.
Oh yeah.
Good win.
So we didn't get a good shot of it on the video, but Adam Gator got parked.
Oh yeah.
What?
They said he hooked the 9.
Oh, guess what?
You were spotted for Gator.
The 9,
Oh,
Come on.
dude.
I would have
You
believed
think
it
you
was
got
Gator.
hooked?
I didn't see it. I was in front of it.
Here's the deal, right? Because I didn't even realize they parked him because I've never seen them park somebody. So obviously, the track thought it was really malicious.
Right. Somebody felt it was.
Somebody
intentional.
felt it was, Joey. I'm spotting for Joey. He knows Gator's out there. I'm telling him, door. He's worked him for 3 laps on the bottom.
Right.
I mean, he's working him and trying. Knows he's there. Before you know it, I'm like, he's hooked it in left side. I'm like,
Right.
oh my God, what just happened?
Yeah. Well, that's
Right.
and that kind of goes back to earlier that the way we have to race there, it's bringing out the worst in everybody, right?
Right.
You know,
right.
You're squeezing the guy in the fence, or you're guy on the outside leaning on the right rear because
Right.
you don't want to lose that spot, or
You
you
don't
don't
want-
have to start over again.
Well,
That's
it's basically
right.
single groove, right? Is what you've been saying, dude. It's like 2002 Bristol, but the freaking middle lane is a preferred lane.
It'd be better if it was the bottom, right?
right.
You know,
100%.
Yeah, that may go back to the conversation, right? So, no two groove racing. Adam doesn't want to give up the spot on the top, right? Because if the 9 clears him, he's done, right? I don't myself because I don't think he ran him to the wall, but I can only see what I can see from here. I watched the in car, and I know how Joey drives.
yeah, it's tough not to squeeze, and you're not squeezing him, right? There's room there.
Right.
But you're touching, and you're almost touching the wall. When you're running that middle lane to have enough momentum to even try to clear the guy.
Yeah, right.
It's almost
right.
impossible not to squeeze him a little bit, but the guy on the outside's either got to trust the guy in the bottom or back out.
Yeah.
Because you can't turn. If you come off the wall, you're wrecking the guy.
Yeah. The thing is I don't know if – so I didn't go in the pits after, but I've never quite honestly seen them on like a racing deal, not like a malicious, oh, you hit me, I'm going back to get you, or we're parking you. That was kind of like they were racing. The wreck happened. They parked the 72. And I thought the 72 broke at first. I didn't know that they had parked him.
Yeah, when my spotter told me they parked a 72 for it, I was like, parked them? Like,
Yeah.
parked him? Like I've
Right.
only been parked a couple of times in my life.
I never
And
have
both
been.
were
but-
by Scott Tapley, and it was
Right.
because I retaliated. Like I retaliated.
Right.
And he was like, you know what, you're done for the heat race. You're gonna go, no heat race nonetheless. But
I mean, I just feel like I don't know. I did, like I said, I didn't get a good look at the incident, but like, I just can't see Adam Gaeta being that malicious.
no.
doing
Right.
something that malicious to get
Right.
parked.
Right.
Like, doesn't your track record a little bit, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
To give you some sort of like a buffer, right?
I don't.
Yeah, I don't know, man, but they obviously they thought there was something pretty malicious because they parked them right away.
Right.
They called it right away. Whoever's seen it and said whether it was somebody in turn 2 looking down the backstretch or something.
Yeah.
Somebody called it right away. I'd be like, but at any rate, I mean that's. How about Sammy Anderson finally knocking down the win? Huh? We skipped right
Crazy.
past that,
Crazy.
right?
Yeah.
Sammy Anderson getting a win, and
Second career, I think.
Yep.
yeah, old
And the
Nicky
thing was
boy.
fast.
Nicky boy was reeling her up.
Yeah.
That boy is fast.
5 more laps.
5 more laps.
But she was quick too. I don't know that he'd have just drove around her.
Right.
And she's a tough pass. She
she
knows
is.
how to drive.
Yeah.
So it's one of those deals where I think it'd have been hard for him to go by her, but he was
Oh
coming.
yeah. Oh yeah. Well, Nicky, he there's not much given there.
No.
Nick's going. Nick's not one to wait.
Do
right?
Do you see your brother asking
to
Irish
set up the
his-
14. Oh, jeez. But yeah, man, congrats to those guys. Who won the second one?
Burgos.
Evan Burgos.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
he's fast.
Yeah.
Evan's always fast, whether it was
Seemed like
last
he was
year.
fast the whole night. Yeah.
Yeah, he's quick.
You gotta
So-
do. I'm glad to see him getting wins. I still feel bad for giving him the curse hard on that one race, but he'll get it again.
still hasn't got that
unfortunately.
car
So
back.
yeah. Oh no.
Oh, he doesn't?
No, that's the other car still. There's still
Yeah.
a spare car.
Oh,
I think
really?
It was tore up good. It was
Well,
short.
Fro is the ultimate curse.
That's true.
Yeah.
Because
So
other guys, they'll pick a guy and they'll just get second, third. It's like, oh, he didn't win. I guess I cursed them. But with me, it's like they're just crashing hard. I'm like, great.
Yep.
There goes another one.
you should
Sorry.
go over there, rub your fro on the car.
I need
or something.
to start like personally apologizing to these teams. It's bad.
to get some holy water or something.
No, literally. The fro basically is. But
Ooh, I like that.
they don't like it though.
I
Only
know
me.
they don't. Back Clemente does.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh my god. All right. Now let's go to Saturday Seekonk winner. Seekonk. Sportsman race winner is Gary Deakins-Berry.
I'm sorry.
Hell yeah.
It's pretty good, actually. Yeah.
Dude.
Yes.
Let's go to the videotape. Maybe they'll say it. We can confirm that.
This guy's a
Set to
legend
go.
here.
Off the corner they come.
This is
There's
the end of the
green
race
flag,
right here.
What a
and
beautiful
lazy
car,
green
too. I
flag.
like it.
But the
Yeah, that 18 inch.
Oh, looks
no,
good.
That one is coming back. Not a good start according to
This-
our officials.
Oh, my
Moretti
bad.
rounding out the
I went a
top
little too
10.
far back there
That's
on the
okay.
blue
Lap
line. That's all
remaining in
right.
this one. We'll try this off of turn
building the
number
tension. It's
4.
all
That's right.
cinematic.
Yep. Settle in now.
Yep.
Up on the throttle. This time it's a good start. Jerry gets
That's,
a half a car length as they roll
Remy's
down
boy
into turn
Josh
number
Hedges
1.
there on the
Hedges up
outside.
They come off at turn
This gets
number
pretty
2.
wild here.
Sylvia looking to the inside, settles it back as they hit turn 3.
Into turn 3. Jerry DeGasperi, he has the lead. The battle is for second
job,
between
man.
him
You
and
got it,
Silva. 22
And I noticed they got their
laps
audio pretty
down.
good
3
now,
laps to
too,
go to be
actually.
Yeah.
Win sticks
Good
at the
stuff.
I
stripe
worked
when
with
they
him in
come
the
across
tri-track
here.
there.
Yep.
Down into 3 and 4.
It's supposed to
The
get
twirly
crazy
twos
now.
are up in the air. Sylvia sliding underneath. Look at
Always
Lambert.
high.
3 wide for second. Down the front straightaway. Lambert on the inside.
Wow, he
looking
sailed
for some
it in
running
there.
room. Kohler
The
down
slicing
the
and
inside.
dicing
at
Whoa.
Seekonk
this year
Down
has
the
just
back
been crazy,
straightaway.
man.
Business has picked up into turn 3 and 4. White
That's
flag
a
in
great
the air.
line.
One more circuit around for Jerry DeGasperi Jr. here.
Kohler down to the inside, 3 wide for second, while Jerry D gets away.
That's a
down
complete
the back
lap, 3
straightaway.
wide.
Sylvia
Right?
ends
Seriously.
up into
The racing
second.
there's
Kohler
been
backs off.
unbelievable.
Dude,
He's
every
got a
week
problem.
like that.
Checkered
Yep.
flag is in the air. Jerry D will pick
Hand
up
out
the
the
win.
window.
Second place will go to Hedges.
So, Remy,
will go
tell
to
him what you were saying
Sylvia.
before when you were comparing.
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead.
So when I was watching, I don't know if because I was like, I need to make sure I say this last man's name correctly. And so at the end, the announcer said he hasn't won a sportsman race since 1998.
Oh, yeah, that's not what I was.
What are you talking about?
When you said that, you get super excited to watch the SKs at Stafford every week.
Oh, yeah.
And then second to that is the sportsmen's
Yeah.
at Seekonk.
Yes. Sorry,
Dude, they kind of
my
have a
brain.
similar like thing going on. I don't know how to explain it, but it's almost like the way that they like pack up like looks similar.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's like they're just burping the gas like a little bit.
Whatever they did, they did the repaving there and the
Right.
turns. And
Dude,
it's
the
paying-
track has been
There's
fantastic.
paying
Yeah.
huge
bump
dividends.
going
man.
into
Dude.
3 anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, it's like that. We play these replays every week, and my only regret was the 1 week we had off. I didn't go, but the sportsman didn't race that night.
Yeah.
But man, I would love to go sit up there and have a Dell's ice cold lemonade and watch one of them races.
Right.
I would love it. I think the tri-track. When they go there, it's been part of the thing to have the midgets and the Nemas. But man, I'm not an overly big fan of the midgets, and I would love to
Same
see.
here.
I would love to see their support divisions. I would love to see a late model race and a street stock
We
race.
went there a couple years in 2014, and matter of fact, we did some Sid's View up there for their weekly show, and
Yeah.
they got a good show, man.
Yeah, and they're loyal to their track
Yeah.
too.
Loyal fan base.
Loyal
without a
fan
doubt.
base. Yeah, it's
we-
great to see.
All right. The truck race winner is Tim Bolger Jr. Late model race winner is Richie Murray, which you might have a little something for them.
No, I got
No?
the.
That's his second
Oh,
win of
Pro
the year,
Stock.
though.
Yeah, I got the
Yep.
pro stocks.
Yep.
Then Pro Stock race winner is Dave Darling.
Yeah, so we got I think we got a big one here in this wreck. Here we go.
The big one?
It's a big one here, yeah.
Top 2 nose to
Lot-
tail.
lot of
stacked
more
up
slicing
double
and
wide
dicing
behind
here.
them as Lilly continues to hold on the outside. He and Mark Jennison are racing
Most
side
times
by
it's
side. Jennison taking a look to the inside of
racing
Pelland down
and
into
then-
turn 3. He's got Benoit right behind him. Pelland up top.
Pelland,
Jennison
he's
down
fast.
the inside
Yeah,
as
he
they
is.
hit turn 1.
Off of turn 2, Dave
22
Darling
looks good.
starting to check
That's
out.
Jennison,
the battle
isn't it?
Yeah, looks
intensifies
good.
for that second position.
Dude, they just turn
Pelland,
into like this brick.
Jennison
Oh,
is in
Lord.
There we go.
Oh, big.
Check out,
Yeah.
check
A
out.
whole bunch
Calamity.
of cars get stacked
Look at
up
the kid
here.
there with
Lilly
his
and Benoit got
hands
together,
on his head.
and
Oh my
that-
God!
That was always
Wow.
me, except my hands were in the air
48
usually.
of Rotundo, the 28 of Brightman, the 92 of Brady.
All right,
the
so
60.
hopefully they had some good in-car footage
Wow.
on that from
Yep.
somebody. Yep.
That's
Yeah.
a tough deal. It's tough to stop on that.
Oh yeah, where are you going?
Yeah. Right.
Yep.
Yeah. All right. Now, winners at Monadnock included Nemo Light winner is Trent Goodrow.
Mm-hmm. Is that a question?
Sounded like it.
I question
Sounded like
myself
it.
a lot. So,
That is correct. Continue.
Nemo Midget winner is Randy Cabral. Evolved Trucks winner is Todd Taylor.
Yep.
Oh yeah, we got to talk about that one.
Yeah, we got a little. We got.
There was some commotion
We got
that I was seeing
something.
on
we got this
TV.
clip over here that they posted. That
I almost
start
couldn't.
finish line as we're going to have a pair of them, the 83, the 14, all wrecking here
It's
on the front
almost
straightaway.
like between the actions on the track and the announcer, it's like Bowman Gray.
Right into the hands of truck number 72. As they will.
This right here is some
be
Bowman Gray
seated in their
stuff.
car, and here's the replay on flow of the retaliation.
Yeah.
as
Now,
he
did the
finishes
14
wrecking
hit the
truck.
83? I didn't see that.
I mean, I'm
beforehand.
guessing just by the 83s.
I'm pretty sure as he was spinning, he like barely clipped him.
It doesn't show contact beforehand, though.
the announcer's off the
Yeah.
That was
Yeah, and
Yeah,
it's
he's off
father
the
and
charts.
son. That's the craziest part. Apparently, father and son.
Yeah, that's nuts.
Wow.
Insanity.
Actually, the
It
wreck,
was the duel at the dog.
the wreck looked like one somebody got loose and just got him on accident.
Right, like what the clip they're showing. There's
Right.
no contact. Doesn't show any contact. That dude's way up in the third groove sideways.
Oh, yeah.
Just comes down the track and hits him in the door.
Right.
You know, nothing malicious.
Maybe
there.
the lap or two before that.
Yeah,
though, it was
that's-
kicked.
I mean,
I was-
the
I was
other truck
watching
was
that
missing
live.
the front bumper. So
Right.
you know, something happened.
They showed like a clip from before that happened because I was watching it live. They definitely did hit at some point. I forget exactly where it was or if they ended up breaking, but there was a reason for that to occur.
Chris Taylor, who was in the race, is in the chat, and he said the
The 14 hit
14
everyone.
everybody.
He just had enough, I guess.
Yeah,
That's
crazy.
terrible.
Yeah,
They're both. I mean, the father and son.
yeah.
I mean,
Crazy.
The father, he got a temper problem.
That's a
Little
tough
bit.
dinner. That's a
Little
tough
bit.
stuff.
Wait, is this
Sunday dinner.
right? RJ Surdell?
Yes.
Yeah.
I wonder if
the
he-
83.
What?
I wonder if he got out of the car and went
No
over to
way.
there and said,
You can suck it.
"You don't know."
No.
He might have.
He might have.
He might have.
I feel like he did enough talking in the car almost. I don't know what more needs to be said after that, really.
All right, Ram. What else you got?
NASCAR Modified Tour winner is Trevor Catalano.
Catalano. You were close.
I was too close.
Well, you threw an eye in there when there really wasn't a need for one.
Who
but-
called that? Fro?
It was me. Yes, I will take the credit.
Right? Fro
It
called
was me.
that?
I said he was going to be the next first-time winner on the tour.
Yeah.
So
Ca-
did you watch it?
I
Did you watch
did-
the race
no,
on
what-
Flow?
I did. I seen like the last few laps, like the clips they posted. But
Yeah,
I didn't watch the whole
I
thing.
was just because Jake Johnson was right up in there towards the end as a lapped car, and I don't know. I don't know if I necessarily fault him. He didn't do anything wrong. He was just racing them. He wasn't dirtying anybody up. But I kind of wanted to see Silk and Catalano.
So I got a question for you.
Yeah,
I'm looking at it from the other way around.
which is get the hell out of the way.
Do you think Catalano wanted to race Silk head up for the last 3 laps?
Of course not.
Okay, then.
Right.
So if I was Catalano, you know what I would have done? Hung right on the outside of the 3 for as many laps as I could have.
Yeah.
Right? Why would I want to break free so Silk could drive
him a
by
chance,
me?
right.
Why would I
Use
want
him
to
as
do
a
that?
pick.
Why would I do that?
Yeah, but I mean, what if Silk gets on the 3's bumper and hangs you outside, and then
That's not happening. They caught the
Okay.
3 and going to lap them. Right? I would have just hung there. If I could get 2 laps without Silk passing me, and then I got 1 to go, I got a real good shot.
Diego would have sat there until the bumper was beat into the
Right,
field.
right.
Damn right I would
Seen it.
have.
That was
Yes.
your brother, I think.
Oh, yeah.
What?
I mean, like, you know, for Catalano, he's going for his first win.
Oh, definitely.
I mean, he has to do what he has to do. And I guess Silk had tires, right? It's something like that. And Catalano did it. You watched it, didn't you?
yeah,
So Silk was coming.
yeah.
He was coming heavy.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, if you're saying like if it wasn't for the 3, Silk would have run the race. I don't know if that's true. I mean,
Yeah.
Catalano, he was having a good race,
yeah.
but I mean, I kind of would have been interested in the 3 wasn't there, I guess. But
Yeah.
I just feel like at some tracks there's like almost like a gentleman's like code.
Dude, that's
where
a-
if you're a lap car, you just get down on the apron and like out of the
But
way,
what
or you
if-
pull
yeah.
way high or something like that. But that just wasn't happening.
Because
yeah,
I feel like
I don't really buy into that.
I
No.
feel like Jake was probably not trying to race him. I mean, they're coming down to 3 to go.
Right.
Yeah, I'm not saying that there isn't a gentleman's code like you're saying, Rob. I just like what Jake Johnson did was not. He was racing, like
Right.
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Like
Trying to stay in the lead lap. You know,
Yeah,
I
no,
guess,
fair.
you know.
Yeah, I guess so. But there was only 3 to go.
That's what
I
I'm
mean,
saying.
What is he fighting for at that
Maybe
point?
hoping there's a
Yeah.
really late restart. He
I
can make
could
a few
understand
passes.
trying to stay in front of the leader, but once they
Right.
catch you at that point, right?
Right.
You're done for.
Like, because I believe Trevor probably got out there and he's like, I'm staying right here.
Yeah.
If I could get like this for 2 laps, I got
Yeah.
a shot. I mean, it was huge because his brother has been really good in the 54. I thought for sure he would have won 2 years ago,
yeah,
you know, but dude, could you imagine the feat? Those guys show up to the track with like 3 or 4 tour cars
For how many years have they been going?
with an
3
army.
or 4. I think it's like 5 or 6.
But you know what I
It's
mean?
a lot of them.
To
Yeah.
run 1 tour car is a lot. You ran opens.
Oh,
I mean,
yeah.
to go to run 1 tour race is a hell of a feat with 1 car.
Yeah.
So congratulations to those guys.
Actor was up in Autodrome in Canada,
Yeah.
and the winner is Raphael.
No. Hold on, please. Hold on.
No, you're making me nervous.
No. Do it again.
Raphael Lessard.
Yeah.
Very nice. Wait, I've heard of him before. What did he race in?
Oh yeah, he's a winner. Is he like the 21? I think he's the 21. I'm not sure what number he is, but he wins. He's won multiple
Yeah.
So
times.
they go to Canada, and they get 36 cars.
Oof.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I mean, I know that there's several drivers on there from Canada, but that division, man, is unbelievable with the car counts.
Keeter said he's a truck winner.
That's right. Okay, yeah. I swear a few years ago he won a truck
Whoa,
race.
in all caps, I think he's yelling at you a little
Yeah.
bit. Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah,
I know.
NASCAR
Settle down,
truck.
Keats. Let's not get crazy on the track, guy. Come on.
Keats,
But
but-
Sid wouldn't know that. Wow.
Yeah, that is correct.
Wow.
You are correct.
Damn.
That is funny.
Accurate. You know what, Keeter? Hold on. Good for you, guy.
Okay. The past
Yeah, go ahead. Waiting for it.
don't. The past North winner spewed.
Let's get
No. Remy, why? And spewed.
I knew it
Not
was
enough,
going to
not enough
happen.
letters to spell spew.
Checkered flag is in the air and he's done it. It's spewed. Like, why?
But
I want to go to Spud Speedway, man.
Spud.
I wish it wasn't.
Where's that at?
It's like on like the northern tip of Maine. It's way the hell up there,
Really?
and it just seems like a really cool freaking track to go check out.
And who was there? The past tour?
It was a non-point event, so there wasn't a lot of them. I think maybe it was there 12 or something.
and
What
the
did I
winner
see?
was Trevor Sanborn.
Yeah.
You know what really
There
got
was-
me
there was
interested
9 of them, so-
in that track?
What's that now?
You know what got me interested in that track, Spud?
What?
The logo.
Yeah, when we did that early in the year.
I
yeah.
saw that. I was like, it's just a potato on wheels. This is genius.
I was learning that when I did the Near website last year, and I kind of was making a map of all the tracks in New England, and that's the first. I was like, "There's a track way the hell up there."
That's the
Holy
first time
crap.
I've heard of it.
Yeah,
Just then.
it's way.
How
the hell
big
up
is
there.
it? Do you know how big it is? Like
A
small
quarter
track?
mile, maybe?
Quarter mile,
Yeah, it's
little
a small
track.
track. Yeah, it's a bullring. Yeah. So they have a pretty cool social media presence. They got a lot of cool videos. If you check
Yep.
out their Facebook page, yeah. So they got some. It's an interesting track.
Yeah.
I would think that their seasons may be a little bit shorter. I don't know because it's colder. I don't know, but
Maybe it snows there sooner.
yeah, maybe right because it is way the hell up there.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know if Rich is pulling our leg. He's saying the winner got potatoes. I don't know what. Maybe put that in the trophy case or make some
No,
French
he says
fries
no
when
joke.
you get home.
That
I don't
doesn't
know.
surprise me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's interesting.
Oh, so Tapley's saying they only race 3 or 4 times a year. So,
Oh, wow.
yeah. So, all right, Rem, continue
Fast.
on.
Fast Friday winners at Seekonk.
Come on, bro.
Now you're doing it.
That
I'm
was
doing it
so you leaned
intentionally
into it
now.
so heavy.
Jeez.
Seekonk. All right, happy?
Say it again.
Seekonk.
All right.
It's still there. I swear.
It's
Yeah.
still there. Bandolero Bandits winner is David Bernier. Bandolero Outlaw winner is Nick Urig Jr.
Yeah. Not my rig. Your rig.
Legend Car winner Chase Sylvia. Sports 4 winner is Justin Leduc. And then Pure Stocks winner is Danny Massa Jr. Massa?
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You're making me second guess myself.
No, I'm good. You're good.
Yeah,
You're good.
Yeah. I better be good.
All right.
right,
What else
now-
you got?
All right. So the near inductees were announced.
Yeah,
Okay?
for the Hall of Fame. Bring
Yep.
it.
So they are Skip Barber,
Ooh.
Peter Daniels, Russ Dowd, Mike Gricci,
Just interviewed him.
Rick Martin,
Still racing.
Paul Newman,
Movie star.
Bobby Seymour, and Dale Shaw.
Seymour.
Seymour.
Yeah.
What did I say?
Don't say anymore.
And Dale Shaw.
Yeah. Yeah, so a couple interesting nuggets. I mean, Gricci, like I said, I just interviewed him, so that's kind of neat.
Yeah.
Rick Martin's still racing. He's got over 100
So
wins.
what is what? Can you give me the guidelines to be in the
What, Paul Newman?
Paul
Yeah.
Newman? Dude.
This guy was in Cars, right?
Yeah.
No, he raced.
Oh, the
though.
movie Cars?
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm 50.
Dude, he deserves to be in it.
I'll have to ask my son.
He deserves
Yeah,
to be
right.
in it. I think he was Doc Hudson, bro.
No, I mean he was
Legend.
he was a road racer. He was at Lime Rack all the time. I mean,
Yeah.
it's not my
He used to
alley.
come down to the Speedbowl when Sean was down there working or something and
Paul
test.
Newman?
Yes, he would be testing at the Speedbowl.
Oh, really?
Yeah, Sean and them, they would go down to like Buffalo Wild Wings or something when he was alive.
Wow.
Yeah, Shawnee said, yeah, Paul Newman was here today. He was testing a car or something. We went and got lunch or something. I'm like, really?
No, that can't be true.
I'm being serious.
Dude, Paul Newman died in 2008.
Yeah, so we started racing cars in 90s.
Oh, I thought you said when your brother was, like, when he was running the track. Like, operating
racing.
the track.
No.
That's what I thought you meant.
He worked there for, like, Skranky, and he did all that kind of stuff for Terry Ames.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and there was another name there that I wanted to throw. Oh, Russ Dowd, legendary announcer.
Oh, yeah, Russ Dowd was awesome.
And then, so Peter Daniels is the often forgotten third New Englander who has won a NASCAR Weekly Racing Series national championship. Keith, Teddy, and Peter Daniels.
Wow.
Yeah. Much bigger in the northern side of things here, not in our wheelhouse here in southern New England.
This is a legendary class, though. They got Skip Barber in there, too. I'm like,
Yeah.
Crazy names.
So, Sid, real quick, what is there? Now,
sorry. So, retired 5 years, 60 years of age, or if you're passed away. That's really the only credentials. And then the committee debates. You know, there's tons of nominees, and they do the whole vetting process. I was on hiatus from it this year just because of all the other things I have going on, so I wasn't as actively involved as I was the previous year. But it's a pretty good class. So congrats to all those guys.
Oh yeah.
All right, Reminator, let's get rolling here. It's that time again for the Waddell Communications Nostalgia Nugget. That was one of our better ones right there, Rem. I got to tell you. All right, so as I said before, I went down south and I had the unbelievably awesome opportunity to interview Reggie Ruggiero, and I thought, you know what? Let's throw down some nostalgia nuggets on my man, the Reg. Real name John, by the way. We spent about 5 minutes before the interview talking about nicknames. Why's your name Sid? Why's your name Reggie? And so he started in Plainville Stadium 1969, and then eventually moved to Riverside Park in 1976, where he would soon pair up with Mario Fiore in the number 44 car. A little personal nugget. As I was a kid, and I was a Yankee fan because my last name is DiMaggio, I went to the racetrack. There was a Reggie in a 44, like Reggie Jackson was driving the 4. So that was my connection to him. And so he spent time driving for Ryan Priest's grandfather in 1980. He drove the 2X car. But probably maybe most known for his runs on the NASCAR Modified Tour, which he ran full-time basically from its inception in 85 until 2001. And unbelievably, although he has the second most wins, 44, second only to my man Stefanik, he finished runner-up 7 different times. He finished second in 87 to Jimmy Spencer, 88 to Mike McLaughlin, and 89 by 6 points to Mike Stefanik, 3 straight years. He then was driving the Auto Palace number 69, and again in 3 straight years in a row, 92 to Jeff Fuller, 93 to Rick Fuller, and 94 to Wayne Anderson, again by only 20 points. That's when he lost his 6th championship battle. He raced again for Mario a little bit more, and then him and Mario split for the final time.
Dude.
And then in 2000, he lost the championship for a 7th time to Jerry Marquis, who was driving for Mario Fiore.
Wow. Dude, call him Mark Martin. I mean, that's literally the same story.
So he also has like 99 something wins at Riverside Park, which is the most all time. And so he is clearly the greatest driver to never win a NASCAR championship, but he is just a legendary figure and somebody that everybody should know about. So that's why I thought he would be perfect for the this week's Nostalgia Nugget. And it was definitely cool to add him to the list of near Hall of Famers that I've had the opportunity to interview over the years. So, a little bit more on the Reg for you guys. So we'll be quizzing you on that next week. Remy, hopefully you were paying attention.
Word.
All right. And we're going to keep it moving here with our man Fro down in the bullpen. He's ready to go once again with the Hoosier Tire Popcorn Stat Chat.
So a few weeks ago, I attended a Wild and Wacky Wednesday show where the program was stopped for a water balloon fight. And we had some interesting discourse over text, but I wanted to, bring it to the screens for all the people out there.
Bring it.
So I want to know if you guys think mid-event breaks, just a complete stop in racing for other activities like banquets, games, etc., help or hurt the fan experience overall?
All right, so it's so ironic that you brought this up because I actually was going to do something different for the Nostalgia Nugget because today's the anniversary of when the Speedbowl in 2000 stopped the SK race to do the fireworks. Do you remember that? You would never remember that.
No.
So it was in 2000. I think it was the Pepsi 300. And Dennis Gaeta spun out. He was, back then, Billy Roberts was the race director. Spun out. Caution came out. Intentionally caution, lap down. That was standard protocol then. He was put a lap down. A little while later, Jeff Pearl's leading, blows his engine in 3 and 4, melee, huge red flag delay. They were going to have fireworks at the end of the night, but there was an 11 p.m. curfew to let the fireworks go off. So Terry said, we're stopping the race. We're going to do the fireworks. So they stopped the race, had the fireworks.
No way.
And the big controversy was Dennis Gaeta and his car owner, Harry Wyatt, went up to Billy Roberts and successfully lobbied to get their lap back.
Ooh.
And so when they went green again, Dennis was now on the lead lap, and Tucker Reynolds Jr. Beat him by a half a car length for the win. And back then, the Pepsi 300 was a double points race, so it was 100,
Right, yes.
100 to win and then 98 and so forth. And Tucker lost the championship to Dennis by 86 points.
Wow.
So how far Dennis would have been down the line
Right,
from 100
right.
but
Dude, see, I just know if I was there, I would have been livid.
yeah.
I would have been screaming. And, maybe that's just because I am, such a diehard fan of the actual racing action.
You didn't even exist then, did you? July of 2000?
No.
Yeah.
Not even. I was probably a thought, but I wasn't really existing. But,
Yeah.
Bill. He's watching.
Bill.
Deep
Bill.
thought.
Ooh, I like that.
Oh, he was practicing.
Oh, my God, Dad, I'm so sorry. Anyway, the consensus at this Wild and Wacky show was that people were not very happy about this. And I don't know if it was because everybody that was happy about it was down actually in the water balloon fight. When I was going around the stands and everybody was calling me over like, oh my God, Fro, and they were like, why the hell are we doing this? And my response was, I have no idea.
So was it mid-race, throw the caution, water balloon fight, or in between?
No,
races?
it was like there would be a race or like a race or two, and they would stop it and do something. Another race or two, they would stop it and do something.
Yeah, instead of keeping the program moving.
Right.
Trying to sell beer.
I mean,
Yeah.
I'm not a big Wednesday guy, but in its inception, wasn't that what Wednesday was?
Yes.
Like,
Wild and Wacky Wednesday.
Wow.
Wild and
Right.
Wacky Wednesday. It was about that. And they don't do those things anymore.
I was thinking maybe that's why, because all the fans are like Rob, and they're like, "What the hell are you doing?"
Well, right.
But I think if I just feel like if your expectations shouldn't be just give me the racing on Wednesdays, because that's not what Wednesdays is supposed to be.
I just think if they're gonna stop it and do something, it's gotta be real wacky.
Well, I said earlier in the show I watch a lot of racing on TV, and I do have MAV TV, and out west
Right.
they run pro lates, and they cut the race short, not lap 90, and they bring them down right on the start finish line, and everybody just hangs out, and they do stuff to the cars, and then they go like the last 35 laps. It's like the shootout to green. It's kind of weird to me. So I don't know I guess I'm all right. Because the guys in the pits, they know that's going to happen, so they can watch the race,
Right.
then go get in the car. But
Yeah.
it's hard, when you can't get the whole program in to have a balloon fight.
Well, that was
Yeah.
my other issue with it was I
Right.
think that was the night where they couldn't even get the whole program in.
Yeah, that sucks. But
I
they're
just don't get
trying. Listen, like Sid said, it was meant to be Wild and Wacky
Yeah.
Wednesday. That's
Right.
why it's called that.
But I
Right.
remember, back in the day when my cousin was racing mini stocks, I remember on a Saturday night, I was down at I have video of it. I'm going to get it for next week's show.
Yeah.
I went down on the track to participate in some barstool race or something.
Really?
Yeah, you had to go down the front stretch and drink a soda, and everybody was hooting and hollering, and it was clearly the night wasn't over. It was in the middle of races. So I mean, it's unheard of. But that was also 1999, and we're definitely a much more impatient world now. So I
Right.
kind of I
Yeah,
get
for
it.
sure.
I mean, I just feel like my main thought behind it is like, who's going to like the Wednesday shows? Really, like I feel like it's usually people
Well,
that are pretty
you know,
invested already.
My brother was a huge part of that whole deal when it first started.
Right.
Right, he was announcer. He was in that program. You know, and he made a comment on the chat here about, you know, it's not financially feasible for a family to go anymore.
Right.
Right. It's because it's, you know, it's $12 for a kid or something like that. Or
Yeah,
or
it's 12.
Right,
Yeah.
5 and under is free, but it's anybody older.
Yes,
than that.
if you have a 6-year-old, it's $12.
Right.
Right. Like,
Right.
It's just not. It's not what it was at one time, and it got away. You know, like I think I said
Time out.
this,
It's 5 and under is free.
5
Yeah.
and under, I think, is free.
Correct.
Wow, I could be wrong. I thought it started at $5 and it was 12 and under was free.
It was.
It's
But
fi-
I mean,
it's just 5 and under. Yeah.
It's with times though, and I guess, you know, with inflations and stuff.
Yeah.
But
I guess.
I don't know. But it's not like
I agree with your brother though on the chat. I mean, I've been saying that forever, but
right.
it's not what it was originally. It's really original inception is not what it is anymore.
And here's the deal, right? Because and this is nothing bad about the Speedbowl. It's not a Saturday night event. It's a family fun Wednesday event, in and out.
Right.
Right. You can't be there till 11 o'clock every Wednesday.
Right.
100%.
They have great car counts and great racing. Not a lot of people in the stands.
Yep.
And they have. Didn't Mitch tell us they have heat races now?
Yeah, they
Right?
have heat
They
races.
never had those before.
Right, because it was before. I think it was just practice.
Show
line
up,
for you.
practice.
Dude, yeah,
and
line them up
giddy
by
up.
practice time.
First
Don't
feature
even-
was out
yeah.
at 7.
Right.
Well, it's a totally different spectrum, but Eldora out in Ohio, they do Thursday night like family fun nights. They only run. They're like a Thompson schedule, maybe 6-8 shows a year.
Yep.
But I think it's $13 or $14 to get in. It's $2 a beer, $1 hot dog.
Yeah.
And they fill the place on a Thursday night. Every
Yeah.
time they have a race, they fill the place. There's 40 cars show up for each division.
Yeah.
It's a totally different end of the spectrum as far as racetracks go, right? They,
Right.
You know, nothing against the bowl, but you know,
Yeah.
Tony Stewart owns Eldora, right? He can afford to sell beer
Right.
for $2 a piece.
Right.
Right.
They give it to you
Yeah.
in the box. You want 12
Right.
beers, they just rip the top off a 12-pack.
100%. I mean, here's
Real
another.
gangster. Yes.
Dude, another example for you. I went to Monadnock. I mean, it was a little while ago now. I think it was like 2018, 19, but it was like 18 and under was $5. And they had huge fields, and the stands were completely full.
Yeah.
I just feel like a $5 like ticket option would do wonders for that night
Hey,
if
can
that's
I-
really the intent.
Can I bring something up that hasn't been brought up today and it's not part of this stuff?
Okay.
They did. Tell them what they did Saturday. What was the new thing they did?
Oh, the choose cone.
The choose cone. The SK lights wouldn't go for it.
The SK. They had a
They
vote
voted.
amongst the drivers.
voted.
All the SK guys were in. None of the SK lights, I think. But Nick told me it was
There's 2 or 3 of them raising.
him
their
and
hand, I think.
Hines
Yeah.
were like, "Let's do it." Like I. So this is what I want to say.
Well, dude, if any series needs it, it's the SKs there.
I was super excited to see the Speedbowl take a step in that direction because nobody else
100%.
is.
Yeah.
100%.
The only downside about it was, I guess the race director was waving a flag up top.
It was a little hokey to get set up.
I don't think truly. I was standing with somebody that had no idea that there was even a cone race.
Well, they're telling the spotter we're coming to the cone. We go by the choose spot, and then Fox is like, "Oh, stay in yellow." I don't know if that counted. Like it was the first time trying it, right? So there's going to be
Yeah.
a couple
Yeah,
of problems here and there.
Where
Dude,
was
get
the cone?
someone out
It's a
there
There
with
was
a
no
freaking
cone.
white
drone.
spot painted on the track right at the exit of 3. And even for a driver, it's hard to see because it like the way everything's kind of crowned.
Yeah. So
You
it's
almost miss it because it's just after the start box, right before it kind of straightens out. There's a white spot, like a circle painted on the ground,
Right.
and it was just a little confusing.
So that's why I said I wish they had maybe another person like Charlie Banta on the golf course on a golf cart. All
with
right,
the bottles of water.
it's cone time.
right.
Run out there, drop the cone, so everybody in the audience knows what's happening.
Yeah.
Right.
Right. So it makes it that much
That's how
more
the
interesting.
tri-track does it.
Right.
And,
Yeah,
I,
so-
and
right.
then I could put a camera on it.
Right. I want to see the
Right.
cone because, you know, when you're on TV and watch, they put the big arrow so you can see what's happening when
Yeah,
you're
yeah.
watching a NASCAR event. Nobody in the stands has no idea what the hell's happening.
No.
Yeah.
No, I
You
think
know?
their concern was having somebody have to put a cone on the track and then they get run over, or
Dude, get
the
a
person get
get
hit.
a drone out
But-
there that puts a freaking light on the track. Like that
Well,
can't be
you
that
know, even-
expensive, right?
No, but somebody like
That's-
Charlie Banta could just place the cone there.
No. They
Oh,
could do a drone with it.
Yeah.
That-
Right.
But they could if they're worried about someone running out there. I feel like
They're not.
No,
that's
but
not
I mean,
realistic.
easily drop a cone so everybody sees. I'm going to tell you this. I was ecstatic that they were moving in that direction. I don't even know if
Was
I
it
would,
for all divisions?
No, they let them
just
vote
the
on
wheels?
it.
SKs, SK lights. We're the only one. The SKs lights were the only ones that got the option to vote
Right.
on it.
I wish they would have
think
just
should
said, we're doing it.
Right, they should just do
That's
it for
it.
everybody. I don't know
Right.
why they
You guys
all
didn't
of a
get the
sudden-
option?
No, they
Yeah.
told us we could vote for it, and we all voted yes. I mean, all of
Got
us
it.
guys wanted it, and I don't know if giving the options is the right thing to do. Right, just say this is what we're doing. It's a cone race. Figure
That's
it out.
right. That's what we're doing.
And if you guys all as a group collectively want to line up where you're starting, then you'll do it on your own.
That's
Yeah.
right.
Right.
That's what
the
we were
same-
saying.
Yeah,
That's the
That's
same
exactly
thing
what we
I
were
said.
saying.
You would just go to your spot. If nobody
Right.
wants to
If-
go, just go to your spot.
If you want to take the bottom because you're in third, then you're just going to
Yeah,
go.
you still
under
have
the cone.
priority.
Right.
Here's what the problem is, right? There'll be guys that just want the top that might have started fourth or might have started sixth, may now start
Right.
10th
Well, look at Timmy.
because everybody goes to the top
I mean, Timmy used the cone
to get the lead.
to get to the lead.
Yeah.
He used
knew
it
he
to
had
his
a good enough
advantage.
car to get by the guy. So he was.
Right.
Everybody picked the top. He said, "I'm going to take the bottom, gain a spot,
Yeah.
take a spot." And he got, not that he got lucky, but like I looked at it, you pick the bottom, gain a few, get a quick caution. Well, now you're a few spots ahead coming to the choose, so you
Right.
can take the top the next time if you want, not lose so many, right?
Yeah, right.
All right,
don't
Diego.
know.
So how does this tie back into the $5 tickets?
Well, no, it
That's
doesn't.
what I'm wondering. That's
You
what
know,
I've been thinking.
We got well
because
off
we're, I know what happens after this part of the episode, and it'll not even be mentioned that the
Yeah.
Speedbowl had made an attempt to do that this week. So I
Right.
just wanted to bring it up. Sorry, go
Maybe
ahead.
they're listening. No.
Yeah.
You're right.
Continue on, Fro.
Next topic here. So we got, according to Court Shade, 10,000 fans at Cleetus, right? And obviously that's a huge success for Stafford.
What's a Cleetus? Sorry.
Bro, I don't know, some guy, some McFarland. I don't know. Seth McFarland, Family Guy. I don't know what the hell's going on there. If we added more of these events, right? It's like, let's say maybe like once a month. Do you think it would continue to bring in that same draw, that same like hype and buzz, or would the luster just wear off?
Wear off, in my opinion.
I
You
don't-
think so?
Yeah.
Seekonk does it and pack the house
what I was
every
thinking.
time.
That's what I was thinking.
Once a month,
They do
and
it
they
once a
pack the house.
Yep.
Just about once a month. They'll close a Saturday night.
I mean,
Right.
maybe it won't be like it was on Friday, but I think it'd still be hugely successful.
I think you just can't flood it, right? You can't do too much because then
Right.
people
Right.
just
Yeah.
get tired of it.
Yeah. But I mean, Stafford seems to do things correct.
Yeah.
I agree.
Right?
I would
So
tend to agree
when
with
they
that,
do
yeah.
things like this, I mean, maybe not once a month, but once every 2 months, I bet you that, I mean,
Well, they used to do like the Monster Jam and stuff. I don't know
Right.
if they're doing
Right.
that anymore or doing it again this
But-
year, but
the amount of revenue that it generates for that track, I mean, when you see the amount, I mean, not,
Especially since it seems that it was a different fan base.
yeah.
You know?
Right.
I mean, just in parking.
90% of the
I
people
mean, just
probably wouldn't go to a Friday night.
Right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there was some analytics on that. I forget what the exact data was, but it was like there was a poll, right? That like a huge amount of the people had never like attended Stafford, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Well, on race day CTs,
Right. Yeah.
pretty much.
Yeah.
But I mean, the place was packed, and Seekonk does it. They're showing that it could happen. I don't know if
Yep.
the fan base is different because they're closer to Providence and all those other areas. You know, they're looking for some entertainment.
Yeah.
I don't know. And I mean, maybe there's something to be said about like bringing in social media celebrities and all that crazy stuff, but I don't know. That's a whole different topic, different episode. Maybe we'll get around to that eventually.
Oh, all right then.
So I'll end with this. How do you feel about the way race control threw the final caution in the Brickyard 400?
You guys were livid,
Dumb.
huh?
I was so mad that it felt like an eternity just watching Ryan Preece sit there. I swear like a minute and a half went by from the time he wrecked to the time they threw the caution.
Yeah, I was pissed.
I was so
Honestly,
mad.
the thing is, like, they could have thrown it out and the white flag would never came out and Kyle Larson would have never won. Well, he could have still won, but
He was the best car.
yeah, but I just feel like finishing green to checkered, it's so much better than finishing on
So
your
much
caution.
better.
Like, why do you want to do that to your fans? What is the point of that? Like, you're not getting positive views on this.
No,
Yeah.
exactly. Especially when the whole point of this event really is to prove that the Brickyard 400
So-
still deserves to exist.
Lucas Leone stopped in my shop today.
Right.
Okay? So he was spotting for Todd Gilliland during the race.
Oh, boy.
And he had said to me, and I guess it's just common, there was only 2 cars that were good on fuel. And I think one of them was Larson, and I forgot who the other one was. But everybody, you seen Kozlowski pull off leading right down pit road,
Right.
Yep.
out of gas.
Yep.
On
You
the first
see-
overtime.
The first overtime. You see Priest get turned by the 9,
Because he ran out of gas.
ran out of gas. Everybody else was literally on fumes. If they had another overtime, the whole outcome of that race is different, I think.
But see, I mean, to me, that I almost would have wanted to see that
Me
play
too.
out.
Yeah.
Like,
I do too.
I don't want them to just throw the caution and say, well, we're ending the race because this could get messy. Like, what is the
I
subjective
honestly
call or
have never,
reason there?
I've never seen him do that before, not throw the caution.
Right.
Just to race to the white.
No, and they had someone on, like, NBC after the race saying, like, oh, well, we thought he was rolling. Like, no, you did not. He rolled for, like, 2 feet and then stopped, and they were coming out of 4. They had 10, 15 seconds.
Yeah, I
to
mean,
go.
Yeah.
how did they not know? Clearly, there was communications
Right.
that he ran out
Right.
of gas. How would they
Yeah.
have not known that? That's ridiculous.
You know, maybe Tapley rode in there. Larson wasn't good. I think there was a couple of cars that were good, and maybe Larson wasn't one of them. But it would have made for a hell of a green-white checker
Right.
again.
Right.
Everybody would have had to come down pit road. NASCAR needs that right
Yeah.
now,
Yeah.
right? They need that, and you have a right to be pissed because you're an avid fan. Sid doesn't give a crap, right?
You can suck it.
Yes.
I was screaming. Like, I remember last week I was talking about how I sometimes am screaming like Remy at the end of those races. Like, that was a moment where I'm screaming.
Yeah, I didn't know we were racing the white flags now.
Right. Like,
Yeah.
what is
You
this?
know what I mean?
I would have loved to just see one more overtime where everyone ran out of gas and you got like a Zane Smith or like a Carson Hocevar, like some ridiculous winner like that. I would have just loved for that to be how the Brickyard came back.
Oh, yeah.
But no, now it's going to be in controversy forever.
I told my mom, I was like, I don't even care. Like, if Ryan Blaney runs out of gas and there's still, like,
He just won the week before.
but I'm saying, if he ran out of gas, I don't care. As long as we finish green checker, like, I don't care. But you have to give good product to keep your fans. You're not keeping your fans like this.
Yeah,
Whoa.
Remy is
Wow.
Whoa.
Remy
I'm
is
not
mad.
Whoa.
Remy, this is like heresy for you.
Whoa.
Directing that at you,
What?
Diego.
Yeah, you're yelling at me. What the hell?
I'm just upset.
Whoa.
Like, I told my
Holy-
mom. I was
Damn.
like, Stafford would never do this. And I was
Correct.
just like, why would NASCAR ever think this is okay to do? What in your brain thinks, oh yeah, like the fans will love to see this?
I don't know.
Whoa.
Maybe that Hendrick
Yeah,
check
she's
cleared,
been
man.
triggered, man.
I'm just kidding
Wow.
about the Hendrick check, of course, but like maybe not. Maybe not.
Wow.
All right, Rob. Thanks for triggering Remy. That in itself made it totally worth it.
That's a good reel for you
That
right
was
there.
excellent.
Tune
Yeah.
that up.
All right. So, where do we want to go from here? Oh, you know what? Let me just throw this out here. You know, because since Diego has told me that we need to come up with more segments, and we have. But we want to make sure that we can carry them out for the rest of the year. So if you want to become a sponsor, go to sidsview.com/sponsorship and check it out. We got plenty of options available to keep these segments going because we got another doozy for you right here. This is a little grievance filled here, but Jordan Racing Did You Know segment coming right at you. All right, so part of my trip, I wanted to go down to the NASCAR Hall of Fame, get some shots of Stefanik, you know, as he's been enshrined in there. And so we're walking around the place, and they have all these, it's almost like a timeline, like a long case display of stuff and trophies of this, and you're in the 50s and 60s, and then you get to the 70s, and I saw a little Richie Evans and something to Jerry Cook, and I'm like, oh, cool, they got modifieds in this thing down. Go down, I'm like, when we get to the late 90s, there's got to be something about Stefanik, dual championships. Nope. Then I get to the 2000s, and I'm thinking, oh, there's got to be something about Stefanik winning his 9th championship to tie Richie Evans. Nope. There's his enshrinement, and you can go in there with anybody else in the hall and pick up a receiver that Nicole and I did and watch a little video of them. But in all these displays that they have of accomplishments and all the great things from NASCAR, there is nothing there about Mike Stefanik having 9 championships in NASCAR.
Wow.
How freaking lame is that?
This is a very depressing. Did you know?
It is. It is. I apologize, but did you know that NASCAR does not feel it's necessary to recognize his 9 championships?
I did.
And now Remy's gonna love this, but I went to the end and Cole Custer, they got him there
Remy, you love Cole.
for the youngest winner in the National Series. So he won a race when he was young. But a guy that won 9 championships that no one has won more of, no, we're not going to put that in there. So freaking lame. So
I love Cole Custer.
I
man.
went there to get freaking shots, and I left all kinds of freaking pissed off. It was really a bad job by NASCAR in that front, man. So they should know better than to diss my man Stefanik. So, all right, listen. This has become one of my favorite segments of the show. Would you believe that?
Said that sounded a little manic. I'm scared.
You should be.
Oh boy.
All right, Race Day CT's bringing us the weekly pick'ems. Here I come, baby.
I'm in there. I'm still
It's
in there,
all
though.
tightened up. It's
Oh,
all
yes.
tightened up. And Remy, this is what you get for being all kinds of chirpy because you haven't got a damn thing right since that day when you wouldn't shut the heck up.
Wow.
I'm not crying about it right now.
Well,
You will be.
You will be. Yeah, for sure. So Todd Taylor did me right in the truck race. I got to tell you, I was a Diego spotting for Beal and a Dave Darling appearance at Seekonk away from having 2 more. So you guys better watch out because I'm hot right now. Hot.
Stop it.
Wow.
All right. Oh, I got to finish up my pick here. I didn't pick this one. Oh, I got one empty here, huh?
Aren't I going first anyway?
Oh, yeah, you go
Yeah.
first. That's
All
right.
right,
Go ahead.
perfect. I'm starting off with Thompson. I'm going with Keith in the 604, right? Hopefully there's no DQ this time, and hopefully he's racing.
Risky pick by you, but good luck.
Okay, I'm really concerned now, but we'll move on.
Yep.
Waterford, Street Stock, I'm going to go with Ed Gersh Jr.,
Okay.
to be
Really?
specific, yeah.
Oh, you think he's on a roll, huh?
I picked the guys that do good, and sometimes they keep doing good, so we're going to keep it with that strategy for now. Stafford, late model. Kevin Gambacorta. I think he's going to come back swinging. He's been running good, just hasn't put it together in a while. I think it happens this week. Seekonk, late model as well. I'm going Jacob Burns.
Rowdy, they call him. Rowdy
Burns.
Yeah.
And the touring series, I'm going with Monaco Modifieds. My man Teddy Hodgson is getting another pick from me.
Wow. Okay. Interesting selections on your part.
Why are you
think
laughing,
you're
Sid?
next,
Why are they
Sid.
interesting?
Nothing, man.
Please tell me.
They're interesting picks. That's
Please
all.
tell me.
That's all I'm saying. Interesting
I think
picks.
you're next.
I know I'm next. Don't tell me what to do.
Oh God.
I'm trying to find my last pick.
Sid
All right.
is like scanning his web of info, like tire days, all that BS.
Where's Alexa?
I'm going with Travis Downey
Wow.
in the Streeters at
Okay.
Stafford.
He's been running good.
Going with my man Hovey in the SK Lights at the Bowl.
Woo! Throat punch.
I'm going with could be.
He's getting throat punched.
I'm going with the Hall of Famer Rick Martin in the trucks at
Oh,
Seekonk.
yeah.
Going with my man Jared Chalk Roy in the mini stocks at Thompson. The tri-track race. I haven't written anything down yet, so I'm gonna go with. I don't even know if he's gonna be there.
Oh, right. They're called
I'll tell
Sunoco
you.
mods now. That's right.
I'm going with Silk. He's not going to be there, you don't think
I
so?
don't think I saw him.
Once you say it, it's there.
It's there.
That's it.
Yep.
All right, go ahead, Rem.
All right. Stafford. I'm going with late model Alex Fern.
That's a good pick.
Okay.
That is
I
a
thought about
fiery
going
one.
there, but
Yep.
Waterford. They might get rain out, but we'll see. Legend Car Wednesday, Jacob Burns.
yeah, of course, Shane says no Silk. Damn it.
Seekonk, late model, Charlie Rose. Thompson, SK Light, Tyler Chapman.
Chalk.
touring, I'm going with Tri-Track as well, and I'm going with Woody Pitcat.
Woodrow.
I was real close to putting him in as well.
Okay.
Ooh, I like
that.
that. I do like it, but not as much as mine, unfortunately.
All right.
That leaves me.
My man Flannery's sweating. He's like, all right, 3 down. Diego to go.
I took Flannery last week.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Diego got
how'd that work for him?
Oh, his car looked like it was starting to be like
Bo-Duke action.
Yeah, it was like a Delta airplane launching off the front of the 51s. All right. My first pick for Stafford, I'm going late model, back-to-back winner. Can you name him? Who won the last race?
Where were we
Adam
at now?
Gray.
Stafford. Adam Gray.
Oh, yeah, right.
He's back.
Mm-hmm.
Waterford. Streeter. Chad Baxter.
Nice.
Should have won last week.
He'll have the handicap.
He'll have the handicap for sure. Yeah, Remy. Seekonk.
Seekonk.
ACT. Number 91. You know who that is? Charlie Rose. I did that for you. Thompson.
She's not happy with you.
Minis. Jared Roy.
That's right. Listen,
Okay.
chalk it up, guy.
My last one. Open 80 this week, right?
Yeah.
Ronnie Silk.
Good job.
I was gonna say something. You know, Sid kind of picked him for the wrong.
I know.
Right.
race.
Ronnie Silk.
Bad
Open
job
80.
by me. Bad job by me. Damn
Hope he's there. Is he there, Rem?
I mean, he was on the entry list. I don't know if
Okay.
it has changed.
I'm sure they did it.
All right, so listen, I'm going to have to post those soon, huh? Tomorrow. Nobody picked Wednesday.
I did. Haha.
You did? Yeah. I'm going to make you update this graphic. I don't need the extra work. Damn you, Remy.
Who did you pick?
Rowdy.
Oh, Rowdy
In the
Burns.
legend cars?
Yeah, tomorrow. Yeah, he's hot at the bowl in those
Yeah,
cars.
he
I
is.
know.
Damn it, Remy.
Chalk City.
Got him.
Make a song up for you.
All right,
Chalk City.
listen, we have a new sponsor on board, Myers Creamery.
Oh,
I
yes.
said, you know what, man? We want some more of the pop culture. So I don't know if we can ever top the old My Wife segment with my man Diego.
Did you see that, Flannery?
I didn't. No.
Oh. Because they would make fun of me because I always say my wife.
We weren't making fun of you. It was an observation. That's what you got to understand. It was
Okay.
with the Seinfeld clip, and he is known as the observational comic. So, all right. Anyways, let's get to it here. Myers Creamery bringing us the pop culture minute. All right. So here's the interesting part. It's not always a great thing like the My Wife thing. So I said to Remy as we sat here, I'm like, what am I going to do for the pop culture minute? She says, well, I watched the Twisters movie. And I said, oh, I watched the Beverly Hills Cop movie. So we're going to do a little review for you. Go ahead, Remy. You go first.
Oh, you make me go
You want me to go
Yes,
first?
please.
Well, I watched Beverly Hills Cop, Axelette. Beverly Hills Cop was my favorite movie as a
Great
kid.
movie.
Beverly Hills Cop 2 was tremendous as well. Beverly Hills Cop 3 is one of the worst movies ever made. It is absolutely hideous. And I've been rooting for Eddie Murphy to be good again for a while. He did that sequel to Coming to America a couple of years ago, which was god-awful.
Oh,
And
I
it
never
was-
watched it. That's a shame. That's
Yeah,
bad.
oh, it was-
the original is so good.
The original is great, and it was bad. But I got to tell you, this one is pretty good. Not bad. Wasn't great. It's not going to win any Oscars, but it was nice. It had the classic music. Eddie was on his game, and Taggart and Rosewood were back. Bronson Pinchot made it.
So what number is this?
Well, it'd be the fourth one, but it's
Fourth.
called Beverly Hills Cop Axel Foley.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he goes back.
Dude, the first two.
Yeah, we're great.
Who's his partner?
Rosewood. Yeah, he's back. So Rosewood and Taggart are both back. They I don't think their plastic surgeons are winning any awards anytime soon.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it was still good to see him. And Kevin Bacon is new to the franchise, making a quality appearance. So yeah, I mean, it was good, man. Like I said, it's not going to win. It's not going to be any best movies of all time,
Right.
but it's definitely a good pick me up from you can just cross Beverly Hills Cop 3 right off the list. And if it was 1, 2, and then this one, that's a nice trilogy right there.
Dude, I saw that they recreated. There was some classic shot in the first movie where it's all three of them in the car and it's just head on.
Yeah.
They recreated that shot exactly.
Yeah,
and I
there
was
was
like,
a-
wow, Eddie Murphy aged pretty damn well.
Yeah, he did, man.
He aged well.
Yeah, he's in his early 60s.
Yeah.
He looks pretty good.
One of his best movies was when he was the professor.
Oh yeah, the Nutty Professor.
Nutty
That was great,
Professor!
too, yeah.
I love
They
that.
had some good. There was 4 or 5 different times when I genuinely laughed out loud.
That was one of
Yeah.
them.
Yeah, it was good. No, I mean in this movie.
Oh, in this
the
movie,
new Beverly
oh.
Hills Cop movie. Yeah. All right, Remy, go ahead. Twisters. What do you got?
All right, so I had a little bit of hype because Twister is legit my favorite movie of all time.
Really?
Yeah, like I'm obsessed. Whenever I see it on TV, that's what I watch. Like, no joke. And so I saw it on TikTok. Everyone's like, oh, you gotta watch it. You gotta watch it. To me, it wasn't that great. Like, even the people I went with, they're like, it's not that good.
Is that?
Yeah, it's kind of upsetting. Like, there were some interesting
Is
parts.
it in the movie
like,
theater? Is that where you
It is
seen it?
in the movie
Yeah.
theater. It was some interesting parts, like they throw fireworks into a tornado, which is pretty crazy.
What?
They somehow they put their truck in the middle of the tornado, and that's what they do. They do like a vlog thing. Like it's
Did he put the belt on and wrap himself around a pole and let him suck him up in the air again like the first one?
Flying
No.
cows.
Yeah, remember the flying cows?
Yeah.
we ended up
Leave
let's
it.
just yeah.
Listen, I go to the
Would you
movies.
recommend it?
I wouldn't. I would
Wow.
not.
She did not like it.
Everyone's like, oh my God, Clem Powell's in the house. Like, we have to watch it.
Nobody knows
Not-
who that is.
Who the hell is that?
Right, exactly.
He's
Glenn
an actor.
Powell? What?
Yeah.
Clint Powell?
Glenn
Who is
Powell.
it? Glenn Powell?
Yeah. He's all right looking. Like, it's not bad, but I don't know. I wouldn't watch it just for him.
All right.
So, yeah.
All right, so that's one recommendation and one cross off your list.
Yeah.
I'm
It's
not
like
going to lie.
Siskel and Ebert over here.
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah.
All right, so here's where we screwed up. So we have the Did You Know segment. So get ready live chat. I mean, not Did You Know, sorry. Who won the week? But we did not prepare Anthony
Uh-oh.
for this. So
Just look at me.
We'll just go for it.
You have to take your shirt off.
let's see if he
Oh, don't like that. They are gonna love that.
let's improv this and see if he can pull it off.
My
okay?
wife wouldn't like that.
All right, Anthony. All you have to do is lip sync. Who are you? That's it.
Okay, I got it.
And you just do it when she points to you.
Okay.
I'll
Just-
do it
just
with
lip
you.
sync it.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Who are you?
Let's see if this will be impressive.
This,
he can
if
get
you
this
nail
done.
this,
Is it
All
like okay, go ahead.
Just do better than Todd, man.
Yeah, Todd just stared into oblivion. You can definitely do better than that. All right, here we go. Busy Bees Learning Center going to help us find out who won the week.
Who are you? Who are you?
Oh my God!
That was impressive.
oh my goodness.
All right, I just had a couple here. I had Stafford Speedway, Travis Hydar with the $1,000 win, and Charlie Beale with the beating Tyler Chapman, the dominant truck so far this season. But everybody else, throw out your thoughts on this one.
What about Gary? Hold on. Let me see how to say it.
Gary D.
Yeah.
Throwing down the Streeter win. Now, I just want you to know, I know it's been a long time since the Streeter win, but he also won 7 late model titles
Right.
in that
Oh, yeah.
span. So it wasn't like he'd been trying for that long.
Yeah.
That trophy's not at the top of the case.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
We got a Sean Monahan
Sean
vote coming
Monahan.
in.
We got Cleetus
Yeah,
votes
Cleetus.
coming in.
You know, I guess like the Stafford Cleetus is kind of the, I don't know, it's kind of the same thing there. I don't know if you can
Right.
pick one over the other.
Yeah.
but-
Oh, Catalano too with the first win.
Catalano's also a good
Yep.
one. Yep. Todd Taylor, second straight win at the Dog, 3 out of 4, I believe, in the Truck Series.
Yeah, it's a great one, too.
Yep. Trevor Catalano's a good one too.
Yeah, for sure.
All right, so you know the deal. However you want to quantify it.
Oh, I'm quantifying it.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's quite a few here. But
Wow. They're flying in.
It's
Yeah.
not Flannery because you picked him.
Nope.
oh yeah, even though he probably had
I
one
had
of the
the
fastest
best
car.
stunt show.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you did. It's like Joey Chitwood back at it again.
Catalano is, I think it's, whew. You know, before I kind of glanced at the chat and I was thinking this earlier, my pick was Stafford. I think I'm going to stay with that.
Stafford slash
in
Cleetus.
general?
Like I don't know how to really quantify. Is Stafford separate from Cleetus? Like
Yeah, I'm gonna go with my brother. I'm saying Beal.
Yeah.
I'm
Of course
going-
you are.
Of course I am. It's
Why
his,
wouldn't you?
It's his first win, and he knocked off
Right.
Tyler. That's a big win.
Priest for causing NASCAR to get crapped on. That is pretty base.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going real deal Beal.
How about you, Anthony? Who do you think won the week?
You know what? I go with that. I go with the Beal. That's cool.
It's cool. That was
like
a cool
that.
win.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Reminator?
suck it.
What do you got?
I'll go with Trevor.
All right. Good
Oof.
You can suck it.
one. That's what you meant to say. Rob, what are you doing? What are you going with?
I'm inclined to say the Cleetus Stafford show deal
Yeah.
because I feel like if you pack Stafford with 10,000 fans there, if you sell out Stafford, that's a win. That's
Word.
a pretty huge win.
All
Seems like a huge deal. Everyone's talking about it.
Well, listen, the tally is on you, my friend. You got all our votes in studio.
Well, here's the thing. We got to wait a second because right now it's tied for the lead.
Really?
Yep.
Probably between Catalano and Cleetus, huh?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
and there's
does-
another surprise pick in there, too. Beal is only one vote behind those two.
Does
Wow.
Stafford count as Cleetus, or is that two different?
Well, we got to decide that before I've been counting them as one, I feel like.
Yeah, it's that event. Yeah,
I mean, it's
so-
because Stafford, Cleetus, like that's the same.
Yeah.
You know, we're talking about the same shit.
Tapley staying consistent with the northern pick.
Oh yeah, as he should be.
Right, he's a northern guy.
That's his division. So,
All right.
oh, Poprosky with the
Poprosky.
last deal, the real deal, Beal.
Peeps are thinking about it.
Yeah, they are. I mean, it's getting close right now for who
Yep.
won the week.
Oh my,
Yep.
Interesting, huh?
dude, it is really close.
Time is a
Who
ticket.
is going to win?
Come on. Hey, hell.
I will close the votes when it hits 8:36.
8:36. We got 1 minute, folks.
All right.
Come on.
Possibly a matter of seconds.
Ho. Who won the week? Who won the week? Sid did for going down south. Hey.
Yeah, all right.
So, do you feel like a winner?
I mean, I do, actually. Yeah.
I would say you are. You
Yeah.
interviewed Steve Park.
Steve
Yeah,
Park.
That's a
is
win.
bitch. Yep.
Oh, yeah.
All right, go ahead. Come on. No
All right.
dead air. What do we got?
Let's call it. Oh,
Wow.
my bad. We already dropped one.
Wow.
Here we go, boys.
Yeah.
This is a big one. This is a whopper right here.
Let's go.
We got Priest for causing NASCAR to get crapped on with 1 vote. Sean Monahan with 1 vote.
Wow.
Todd Taylor with 1 vote.
Whoa.
Catalano with 5.
Ooh.
Beal with 6.
Ooh.
And Cleetus McFarland wins with 7.
Wow. Very cool.
Unreal.
That's a good one.
Yeah, that was good. All right, everybody. That is a wrap on the show for this week. Don't forget, you know what? Do me a favor. If you like the Speedbowl History channels, go to that channel and hit the subscribe button. I'm only a handful away from the ever-important 1,000 subscribers. Don't forget on our channel here, follow on all the platforms for all our social media content every day. Diego, give some shout-outs.
Hey, thanks to my man, Belltown Motors here for the weekly update. Sean Waddell, Waddell Communications for the Nostalgia Nugget. Hoosier Tire East for the Popcorn Stat Chat. Timmy Jordan Racing for Did You Know? Race Day ACT for the weekly Pick'ems. Busy Bees Learning Center for Who Won the Week. And of course, Monaco Ford for the results ticker. Thank you. Myers Creamery for the Pop Culture Minute. Surfpro of Norwich for the Chalkboard Chatter. And of course, DRC Electric for firing up the hot seat. One of my good buddies, Anthony Flannery. Thanks for joining us tonight, pal.
Thank you, guys.
All right, all right. Of course, we want to thank Jet Motorsports and Jason Trott for always supporting us. And of course, Sid from Vault Productions for this kick-ass studio. Thanks. And thank you to all you podcast members for keeping us busy and letting us do what we do every week. So thank you, guys.
All right, everybody. All the Southern New England tracks are in action this week, so support your local track. We'll talk about it all next week. See you then.